Good afternoon, welcome to Scorched Earth Tarot. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant for the month of September. Usual rules apply. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If there isn't a message in here for you, you'll be able to tell fairly fast. If you don't know what your moon and rising signs are, there's a link in the description box below. Follow that, put in the details they ask for, and you'll get your natal chart for free, and then you can come back and watch the videos for your moon and rising signs. They'll give you a better overview of what's going on with you in the month of September than you'll get from just your sun sign. Thank you to all the returning subscribers. I really appreciate your support. Hello. And if you're not a subscriber, I'd love it if you consider subscribing, because it really helps the visibility of the channel. I'm trying to get out to help as many people as possible, because that's kind of my thing. That's what I do. So, just after one more card for you. And there it is. So, I can't swear to it, but I think at least two of these three cards came out for you in August as well. The first card we've got is Justice. Pretty sure that came out. Major Arcana, card of Libra. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the middle, which is the card of Sagittarius, you. Number 10, also, I think, what came out last month. I'd have to go back and check, but I think it is. And the Two of Pentacles, Lord of Harmonious Change, Earth Energy. So, I'm going to get some clarifiers for this and see what's going on. See whether this is a continuation of last month or whether this is a whole new set of justice and fortuitous events coming forward for you. Why is justice here for Sagittarius? Why is justice here for Sagittarius? Oh, I forgot to mention, YouTube is removing the messaging functionality on the website at some point in September. It may have already happened if you're watching this now in September. So the best way to get hold of me is through social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram as Scorched Earth Tarot. Indeed, most of you are getting in touch that way anyway, so hello. Right, four more. Where's the Wheel of Fortune here for Sagittarius? Some decisions to make this month. Okay, so the shadow cards on the bottom of the decks are the Seven of Pentacles, Earth Energy. It's about divine timing and waiting for things to come at the right time. And we've got the King of Wands. Now, this is usually Leo, actually, but it's a fire sign, so could be you. Might well be you. So, Saggy, let's have a look and see what's going on for you. So, like I said, I am almost certain you pulled this card last month. I'll have to go back and check. Tell me in the comments if I did or not. But this card has lots of levels, lots of meanings. So at its very top, it can be natural law and natural justice and karma. You know, it's a karmic card. It's about things playing out in your favour. If you've behaved with integrity or someone else has behaved without integrity towards you, balance is going to be straightened out at some point, and it's going to come in favour of those who came with clean hands, to use a legal phrase. But it can also refer to legal issues. You know, if you've got something ongoing, some sort of court case, something like that, this is a very auspicious card to see. You know, she's got, unlike, you know, Justice on top of the Old Bailey, she's all blindfolded and stuff, she's got her eyes wide open. She sees everything. Nothing gets past this woman. And I prefer this depiction than the one that's on top of the Old Bailey, to be fair. Why do I... Okay, so I have a law degree. I was going to be a lawyer at one point. And I'm feeling very inclined to keep making these legal references where I really haven't done that with this card before. So it makes me think that there is something legal going on that you are perhaps embroiled with at the moment. And the two cards that you got to clarify that are the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So there's a couple of different ways that this could be read. This could be in the family court. This could be some sort of tug of war over children, potentially. You know, the Queen of Cups is a mother. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, potentially. But more importantly, she's here to indicate a love of something. And then we've got these three girls here. Maybe you have three daughters, I don't know. That's one way of seeing it. Another way of seeing it is that the outcome is going in your favour and you're going to be celebrating about it with other people. You know, this is not a thing on the quiet that you're doing. This is quite visible. Where does this Queen of Cups come into it? I'm going to pull another card for that. Why is the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups here? Right, we've got the Ten of Wands in reverse, and we've got the Chariot in reverse coming up at the bottom of the deck. So some plans that you've had to move forwards have been thwarted in some way by this case, but victory is coming, and whatever hard work it has been is about to end. It's the 10, so, and it's reversed, so it's about to end. The next card you've got is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, that's the card of Sagittarius for a start. It's also a 10, which is really important. It's also, if you want to describe it that way, another karmic card. And this always appears when fortune is on an upswing, right? The lesson of the wheel is that it's always turning, and sometimes it will go down and sometimes it will come up. But in this case, it's definitely on the way up. And it's clarified by the Page of Wands, which is your card. Now, this could indicate a child. It would be a Scorpio, Aries, or Leo. Did I say Scorpio? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius child, potentially. Or it could just be somebody who's younger than you with the attributes of the fire suit, so maybe slightly impetuous, but excited and naive and enthusiastic about the world and desperate to get out and spread their wings, you know, see new horizons. But quite often this is also the card of Sagittarius for me as well. So you're here, right in the centre of your reading, and you're also directly underneath your reading. I think you've had plans to do something, and you know, and even if this isn't a case, even if this isn't a legal situation that you're dealing with, it could represent a situation that you've been in where it's been unbalanced. Somebody else has been pulling the strings and you felt very restricted by it. When balance is being restored, you are going to find yourself balanced out again, because here you are. And the other card is the 10 of Wands, which we also had down here. And that talks of things being a burden, right? So, but it is 10, so it's about to end. 10, 10. These are all endings. These are all ends of cycles and the beginning of new cycles. And the page is definitely somebody that you'd want to see at the beginning of a cycle, because it's the messengers quite often. But there's travel implied here. There's broadening of horizons. It's starting small and working up to something big. So this could be, I don't get the feeling that this is a relationship reading at all. Like it's kind of difficult to see how you could spin it to be one, but maybe you could. It feels more like general life stuff, or, you know, new business sort of stuff. You know, this starting small and putting in the work to make it bigger. But for some reason, whatever this situation refers to, it's been stopping you progressing. You know, we've got the Chariot in reverse here as well. There's been an element of you being tethered down to something at the whim of somebody else. Like maybe this is your business partner, you know, maybe this is your actual partner telling you that, you know, you actually can't start up a business because it's not the right time, you don't have enough money, it's not secure enough, you know, something like that. Why is the Yeah. So when I asked for clarification on the 10 of Wands, I got the King of Pentacles, which is fixed earth. So it's usually Taurus, but it can be a Capricorn or a Virgo. Somebody who holds the purse strings, potentially, who is blocking your ability to make a choice about something, blocking your ability to move forwards. And then we've got the 8 of Wands, which is Mercury in Sagittarius, which is about receiving messages for things. I think this block that's about to be removed, this person, whoever it is, this earth sign person who's been putting the brakes on your endeavours, is potentially about to receive some news which is going to make them ease off the brake a little bit. Why is the... oh, fuck. Try that one again. Why is the 8 of Wands here for Sagittarius? Got the 7 of Swords. Which is unexpected. Where is the 8 of... Okay, so Wheel of Fortune has just thrown itself out as well. And the High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck, so it's a secret. Something's about to come to light through a message. And this block here, the block that this earth sign is putting on your ability to make a choice, is going to be removed. And it's going to be removed because something slightly deceptive is going to come to light. You know, you're going to hear about somebody's behaviour that's been a bit deceptive. And this is fated stuff. This was supposed to happen. We've got 2 cards at either end of this spread of cards here, right? Bookending them. Wheel of Fortune, right? everything's happening the way it was supposed to. So this frustration that you've been feeling, it was an important part of your lesson. The final card that you've got here is the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is Lord of Harmonious Change, it's earth energy. Cardinal. I think it's Virgo, this card. So maybe you've got Virgo in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with Virgo. But for me, the message of this card, if you see the sea like around in the background here, it's roiling around, and she stood on one leg and she's got a fox's tail, you know, so it's quite a bizarre card. Although it's about balance, it's about learning to balance while other things are in flux, right? It's about internal balance, and actually I think that's been a theme for Sagittarius for the last couple of months, is finding that internal balance. But as everything around you is in motion, it's finding your singular point of focus and getting yourself to the point where you can balance on the ball of your foot, you know, holding all of these things together. And you haven't been ready to do that until now. It's coming. It's really, really coming. You know, this earth sign's been important. Although it's left you feeling quite frustrated at points. They've had the right idea. Everything's happening as it's supposed to. It could be to do with money. It could be keeping you on track financially if you've started a new business or something like that. But then we have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. This is an active card, right? Things are about to happen. And what is about to happen is this choice that you've been blocked from making is now presenting itself. Now, you'll know better than I what this choice is. Justice. Again. Queen of Swords. You've got Justice and the Queen of Swords here. Right? Both of these cards, both of these women are thoroughly preoccupied with fairness, with just outcomes. That's what they do, and that, you know, what you've got coming up is an awful lot of sword energy. There's a lot of air energy here. Like, all four of these cards are swords, right? These are words. These are communications. These are your thought patterns, potentially. The way you're interacting with the outside world, they're very sharp, they're very fast, you know. There's a lot of snap decisions. There's not a lot of room for emotional input here. You know, this is all very black and white. Why is the Queen of Swords for I've got the Four of Wands, you know, which is, as well as being a card of happy home, you know, and weddings and celebrations and stuff like that, is also known as the Lord of Perfected Work, which makes me think that this is a work career type reading. You've been very frustrated, I think, over the last couple of months, but it's all been part of what you've needed to learn to be able to elevate to the next step. And here we are again, more Sagittarius cards. Yeah, this has been building you up, like this frustration that you've been having to deal with, which actually Sagittarians don't deal with terribly well, because you're amblers and you like to keep moving. You don't like to be stopped, and there is very much a sense that you have been stopped. You've been hauled back, you know, by your belt, and somebody's gone, no, wait, now is not the time. It's a lesson that you've had to learn. The time is coming. It's on its way really fast. Now, we've got Sagittarius cards here in the form of Temperance and the Nine of Wands, right? This frustration that you've got, you have to learn how to deal with it, because ultimately it will actually benefit you in the long run. You know, this is Lords of Great Strength. Character is built by potentially negative situations, you know, things that you feel like you're having to fight against all the time. You know, that's where character grows. A seed, you know, that you plant will come out really, you know, feeble if you don't really pat the earth down over the top of it and give it something to push against. Seeds without something to push against will come up and they'll fall over, because they haven't developed the inner strength that they need to, you know, deal with standing up straight. And here you are. I'm almost certain this came up for you last month as well. In fact, these are the three major arcana, I think, that I pulled for you in August. Balance. Balance. Balance everywhere. Balance. You know, a wheel is by its very definition balanced because it can't turn if it's flat. You know, it's always like that, always beautifully balanced. You're finding that for yourself. You know, maybe your work-life balance hasn't been great. Maybe you're looking after yourself hasn't been great, you know. You're working late into the night, you know, up early every morning, and you know, you're not seeing your family, or you're not taking time for yourself, you're not taking time to sleep, you're not eating properly, you know, things like that. You can't fill a cup if yours is empty, right? And he's pouring from one cup into the other, right? And there's the crown over the mountains, you know. All of this stop, starting that you've been doing for the last couple of months, which as a Sagittarius is going to really piss you off, it's been for a reason, right? And the reason's going to become clear very soon. And see, the other way of reading this situation here is that you've been blocked from taking a risk, which you think is a qualified risk, and this Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus person doesn't. But perhaps you're going to get a message coming in that's going to flip the way that they see that, where they won't see it as so much of a risk. Certainly see it more like you do. There's a lot of majors here on the card and on the table, and there's a lot of repeating majors. So Justice is here twice, Wheel of Fortune is here twice. Like, those are important messages. You need to sit back and trust that everything's playing itself out the way that it's supposed to. Stop fighting it and just let it happen, you know. And whoever this earth sign is, like, they're doing the right thing, anchoring you down just a little bit, slowing you down just a little bit. I mean, that's natural earth energy anyway, that's what they do. I feel like they've got their eye on the detail where you haven't, and you need to trust them with that as well. Let's get some advice for Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the month of September. Hello. Gold. We've got the Ten of Wands again, and we've got the Priestess again, right? I'm going to get one more card. Right. Start balancing yourself out. Stop working so hard, right? There's a balance somewhere that you're missing. It's getting there, but it's not there yet, right? You need to do it. Don't tell everyone your business. Play cards close to your chest. I feel like you have been doing that to a degree, and certainly this earth sign's been encouraging you to do that as well. And trust your gut. Trust your intuition about things and about people and about situations. And then we've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a leader. You know, he's the head of an establishment. You know, there's one leader and everybody else follows. You know, whatever it is that you're doing, people are watching and people are following, more importantly. It feels like maybe that's the public face of what it is that you do. Like, all of this other stuff is going on around in the background, and not many people know about it. You know, the Priestess is here. This is all kind of secret stuff that's going on in the background, and you, whoever you are, whatever you do, are the leader of a thing, you know, with all your acolytes and whatnot. And that's going really well. That's going really well. It's respected. Temperance, again. Sagittarius, again. Yeah, right. Whatever your business is, whatever it is that you do, or, you know, whatever it is that you run, if it is a business or it's a club or it's something like that, right, you are respected. You are considered to be knowledgeable, you know, and people will follow you. You're being very true to your Sagittarian self there in the front, and that's where what makes you you needs to be. It needs to be seen by others to be doing that. Don't try and change that. Don't try and move away. Don't try and move away from what that is, because you're onto a winning formula there. That is good. But the other stuff in the background, the hard work that's going on that nobody sees, right, that's as a result of your lack of balance, right? Don't work harder, work smarter. This earth sign's got your back. Definitely. And change is coming. Change is definitely coming, and it's going to be for the better. But there's just a few more things that you have to do to balance everything out, right? Because the fucking Ten of Wands has come out 3 times now. I've used 3 decks, and that's come out 3 times. That's more than any other card on the table, actually. We've got lots of doubles, double temperance, double Wheel of Fortune, double Justice. But this one's come out 3 times, right? Your current rate of work is unsustainable. Work smarter, not harder. I'm going to go. I don't think I have anything else to say. But good luck. You're really close. You're really close now, Sagittarius. Keep pouring you into the public face of whatever it is that you do, because people are lapping it up. They love it. Yeah. All right. I'll see you in October.